Hey guys, I'm back, and you'd better get ready for me to spark some controversy today. Yeah, that's right. Today we're going to be chugging down the tracks of misinformation, and you're here with me. What is this crazy opinion that I have? Well, I feel like I need to set some things straight before I talk your ears off. First off, this is all opinionated. Nothing I say here is what I view and what you should view as fact. Everything I say here is all just the stupid opinion of a kid on YouTube. Also, I want to talk about the fact that I spent nowhere near the amount of time with the Kingdom Hearts series as most people have. Don't get me wrong, I've beaten most of the games, and I've played through my favorite games in this series a ton. But I really only got into the Kingdom Hearts series 3 or 4 years ago, and I'm fairly sure that there are a vast amount of people who know and have played more of these games than I have. Alright, now that I'm safe from controversy, I can get into what I'm going to be talking about today. I've been looking back at Kingdom Hearts 3 a lot lately. I mean, it's been more than 4 years since the game came out, with it coming out in January of 2019. And looking back on January 2019, you'd see that people's opinions on KH3 were pretty bad. Oh, yeah, people hate this game. Alright, I might be over-exaggerating with this statement. There are definitely a lot of supporters of Kingdom Hearts 3 when it came out. But looking at some of the reviews for the game, you start to see why a lot of people were angry with it. I think a good synopsis of the controversy surrounding this game is that it came out too late, had a terrible story, and was floaty in terms of the combat. But let's say that the game didn't come out when it did, and wasn't supposed to wrap up the story. Which just wasn't even its intention in the first place. And let's talk about this, not as a Kingdom Hearts game, but as a game released in 2019, and see if all the criticism for it was valid. Alright, first off, I'm just gonna say it. It's gonna be pretty hard to view Kingdom Hearts 3 as a separate game to all the others. I mean, pretty much everybody who reviews this game reviews it in comparison to KH1 or 2, but I'll try to do that as little as possible. And to my surprise, this game is funny. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 makes a lot of jokes, and most of them actually hit. I mean, here, Sora and Donald and Goofy are probably at their best in terms of chemistry between the three, and the character interactions, while they can be a bit awkward, are funny enough. It feels like the characters actually have their own separate personalities, and this isn't me trying to say that they didn't in KH1 or 2, because they did, but I feel like they're much more fleshed out in this game than they are in the others. I mean, Square just casually threw in this banger of a scene in the middle of the Toy Story world.
My guess is no one's ever loved you before.
Speaking of the Disney characters, I feel like they're done really well in KH3. It doesn't really feel like they're bystanders to all the Kingdom Hearts nonsense. It feels like they're, to an extent, all in on it. I mean, just look at this.
Need to look.
Let me go! Over here, Sully!
Close it, quick!
This scene, in particular, shows a great example of how they can implement the Disney characters in a way that makes them feel like they're actually interlaced with the bigger plot of the game. And I'm not just saying that because I like watching this little brought back down to Earth, or brought back down to Monstropolis, I guess. Also, speaking of Disney Worlds in KH3, people don't like them. Shocker. The main complaint with the Disney Worlds in this game is that half of them pretty much just do the movie plot again. But like, they did this before KH3 too. Seriously, how come nobody yells about the times they did this in Kingdom Hearts 2? Oh, but since Kingdom Hearts 3 did it, it's now the worst thing Square's ever done. Kingdom Hearts 3 sucks.
You're stupid!
Yeah, listen, I know I said I'd try not to compare the first games to KH3. So, fine. That does kinda suck that 4 out of the 8 Disney Worlds just do the movie plot again. And yeah, I'm counting 100 Acre Wood. However, I do feel like most of them, except for Frozen, have enough of a difference to feel unique enough. Take this, for example. The Pirates of the Caribbean world is pretty much just the plot of the third movie again, except there is a considerable amount of this world focused on Luxord's meddling. Oh yeah, there's also this scene too.
Already got all that I want, mate.
Yep, still works.
We do get a good 4 worlds that don't just do the movie plot again too. Monsters Inc. and Big Hero 6 follow up on the plot of the original movies. Toy Story does a separate storyline set between Toy Story 2 and 3, and then 100 Acre Wood does what 100 Acre Wood does best. Minigames.
More! I hope you got the ones I'm after.
Speaking of the Monsters Inc. world, what the hell happened here? This world was probably the most sleeper world, and yet is one of, if not the best Disney worlds in Kingdom Hearts. It follows up on the original movie, with Sully and Mike talking to Sora about the laughter energy they'd recently converted to. And Randall is back. Oh no! Also, is this world canon to the Monsters Inc. extended universe? How does this match up to the weird Disney Plus show they quietly released a couple years ago? I know it might not matter to you, but I've kind of dedicated the last 4 years to studying the Monsters Inc. lore, and this just threw a wrench in everything. Also,
Made you look.
I'm sorry, I just need to show that clip again. Seriously, this world would be great even if it was just this scene, let alone the gallon of charm that Monsteropolis gives. Wait, there's a Monster Inc. Scream Arena. Whew. Okay, I'm back. If you know Kingdom Hearts 3, you know that I've been avoiding something. I would say that I forgot to talk about this, but I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to talk about this world, but because I value you guys so much, I'll bite the bullet and talk about Arendelle. Although I'm sure there are at least 2 fans of Arendelle, you've heard the intro. Unless you skip to this part of the video, which, like, why? I'm here to cause controversy. I don't like this world. And I don't think anybody else does either. You're probably pretty surprised by this claim because you've been living in Iraq the past 4 years. This world is notorious for just being strangely empty. Like, seriously, shouldn't there be something here? This is pretty much the ice world from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, if it was 3D, and empty. And also there's Frozen in it, so now I have to give Square Enix my money. This world's story is also notoriously empty. The story goes like this. You turn on your DVD player, put in a Frozen DVD, and watch it. That's it. That's the world. Alright, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh. There's a giant wolf that you fight. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, remember this guy? He's a party member in this world. That's awesome.
Cool.
But it doesn't really fix the issues with this world. In terms of organization visits here, Larxene, she tells Sora to kind of just leave Elsa alone. That's cool enough. Oh yeah, she also tells him that they finished the true organization, when they didn't. But at least that did create a little bit of tension between the main characters and the organization. And that's it. That's the world. Hooray. Wait, you get to find Olaf? And here's my segue to talking about the actual world design in this game. I don't have much to say. Unlike KH1 or 2, the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 are huge. Take the Caribbean, for example. You have Port Royal, which is pretty big on its own, and then you hop on the ship and you just get a whole new game. Yeah, Square pretty much made their own game mode with this world. Ever play Sea of Thieves? That's the Caribbean. And also, on a smaller note, this game is beautiful. Seriously, search up some of the scenes from the Caribbean. They're breathtaking. You won't be sorry. Now we're on to the big part of Kingdom Hearts, the combat. The main headliner of the combat this time around is the reaction commands, and the big one, the form changes. Get this, people didn't like this either. The main gripe with these is that they made the game too easy and the attractions felt like an ad for rides at Disneyland. But I'll get to that in a bit. Right now I want to go over the form changes, and get ready, this is a doozy. If you don't want to hear me go on about the form changes, you can skip to here. But if you do, then get ready. You get form changes when you get a certain amount of damage off on an enemy. Each Keyblade has a different form change. First off, you have second form. You get this with Kingdom Key, Starlight, Phantom Green, Midnight Blue, Dawn Till Dusk, and Advent Red. This pretty much turns you into, for lack of a better term, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 Sora. Granted, your base combos are the same, but your finishers are turned into finishers from KH1 and 2. The more damage you do with second form, the better your finish command will be. The finish commands for second form are usually Stun Impact, Sonic Blade, and Ars Arcanum. Starlight's last finish command is Ancient Light, as opposed to Ars Arcanum. The next form change is Counter Shield. This is a shield that Sora can use to throw at enemies and prolong his guard. You can get this form change with the Hero's Origin Keyblade. The finish command for this involves Sora summoning a Pegasus thing and spamming X to shoot lightning. The camera angles on this are also really weird with this form change. Like, it focuses on the horse's ass in one shot, which, like, why? Just why? Going back to the thing I said about the Disneyland rides, there are attraction commands. See what I did there? A short explanation for these attractions would be to say that they're rides at Disneyland, they kill Heartless, and yeah, I'm not going to defend this one. These don't really have a place here besides for advertising these rides. So congratulations, Disney. You got all 2 people to go to Disneyland because of these reaction commands. And here we are, the main criticism of the combat. If you read any of the Kingdom Hearts 3 reviews, you know what's coming. That's right, Kingdom Hearts 3 is floaty. It might surprise you that people don't like the floaty combat of KH3. I know it surprised me when I first heard about it. I kind of always assumed that people liked the fact that you can sit back, lock on, and spam X. No, people actually want to play the game? I mean, I like playing KH3, but why do that when you could spam one button and relax? I know it sounds like I have an issue with the floaty combat of KH3, but to be honest, I don't really mind it. I mean, it's fun, and isn't that what really matters? Although, I probably won't check the comments of this video. I don't know if I'll be able to take it. And finally, did this game come out too late? No. Just no. I mean, if you read most of the reviews for KH3, you see a lot of them say, oh, I had to wait 13 years for this game to come out, and it still sucks. No, you didn't. In between Kingdom Hearts 2 and 3, there were 4 full-length games and a Kingdom Hearts 3 tech demo, for God's sakes. What were you doing after playing KH2? Staring at a wall? If anything, you could say you had to wait 7 years for Kingdom Hearts 3, and even then, that wouldn't be true. 0.2, which was pretty much a 3-hour-long tech demo for KH3, came out in 2017. And also, Square had to switch game engines in the middle of development. So cutting the chase here, Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't release too late. Not to go and boycott any of the reviewers here, but like, what the hell are some of them talking about? At the end of the day, I think Kingdom Hearts 3 holds up perfectly well. I don't think a lot of the criticism was valid for this game. I think it was just a lot of angry reviewers, you know, being angry that the game came out when it did. But in reality, it was perfectly fine coming out at that time. Also, I know I didn't mention this in the video, because I didn't want to get too deep into the Kingdom Hearts story, but it was never meant to wrap up the series. A lot of reviewers say, oh, Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't wrap up the story well enough. It wasn't supposed to. There's literally going to be a Kingdom Hearts 4 coming out, and all Kingdom Hearts 3 was meant to do was wrap up the Dark Seeker saga, which it did fine there. Also, I didn't mention Remind in this video. Remind made the game so much better. Even if you did have complaints by like a year after release, Remind just shut down all those complaints. So, at the end of the day, Kingdom Hearts 3 is fine, and in comparison to KH1 or 2, and I know I said I'd try not to compare the games, but in comparison to KH1 or 2, it holds up perfectly well and is as good, if not better, than those games. But it still has Arendelle, so it sucks.
Cool.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like I wasn't really at my best this video, but I enjoyed making it. This was kind of like a really annoying to make. Nothing really happened. It took a while, so I would appreciate it if you'd be able to maybe subscribe to me if you want to see more stuff.
Cousin? You must be mistaken, mate. I'll not be giving you anything.
My next video that I'm making, I'll give you a sneak peek. It's gonna be a Kung Fu Panda on PlayStation 2 video, and I have some spicy opinions with that one. Speaking of spicy opinions, those last 2 minutes of this video kind of got a bit spicy. Sorry for that, but hey, I said the intro. Honestly, now I don't really think that this is as much of a controversial opinion. I think people have definitely warmed up on KH3. It's just when it came out, people hated Kingdom Hearts 3, it seemed like. But I also left out a good few things. I didn't really mention the pacing of the story at all. People don't like it which, yeah, you know, I don't know, I think it's okay, but I might talk about that in a later video, because this is the outro. Anyway, if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe for more subpart content. And yeah, see you guys in the next video, and bye.